McGrath Labs has just announced that she is releasing a new collection. I seriously did not expect her to release anything else this year, so that's exciting. And it is a collaboration. I also did not see that coming, and it's a collaboration with Star Wars. Now, she has done a collab with Star Wars before. This is part 2 of her Star Wars collaboration. So we're going to look at the products together. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts, my feelings, whether or not I'm going to pick any of these products up, and then I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Now, I'm pretty certain Morgan Turner was like the first person to kind of start these little short little like will I buy it product bites. So I'm going to link Morgan's channel down below for you. She reviews literally every makeup product that like comes on the market. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check her out. Before we get started in the meat and potato of the video, let's go ahead and do the YouTubey things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get straight into it. I'm just going to sit to the side a little bit so that I can put the photos here and you can see them, and I'm looking down because my computer's on my desk so that I can see what we're talking about. Let's have a look and see what this is all about. Now, Pat McGrath's original kind of unveiling little reel or video, it says unleash the force of beauty with the second collector worthy Star Wars themed collection from Pat McGrath Labs, celebrating the original film trilogy Star Wars A New Hope, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, and Star Wars Return of the Jedi, available on December 16th. Now, Trendmood also posted a photo. If you just want to quickly jump on Instagram and kind of see a little bit more in depth, she just posted a photo of the kind of whole collab. Now, in this release, it includes Mothership 6 Midnight Sun in the Star Wars edition packaging, eyeshadow quints, and there are 3 of them, Divine Droid, Sith Seduction, the golden one, Chroma Luxe, Artistry Pigments Star Wars edition, so there's 4 of the shades, Smuggler's Spice, Extra Galactic Gold, Rouge Rebellion, and Falcon Noir. Liquid Lust Legendary Wear Metallic Lipstick, and I think they're existing shades, but probably in Star Wars packaging. There's glosses in Star Wars packaging, and then mascaras, and then again available on December 16th, so pretty quick. Now, if you actually go onto her website, one, you can sign up to her VIP, like, I guess it's just signing up to her newsletter, and if you do that, you get to shop the collection an hour early before everyone else, and she gives a 10% off discount code in that email. But if you go on the website and click on like the little Star Wars banner, she has all the products with their prices already up on her website, which is awesome. So you can kind of get a little bit more of an in-depth look. I'm going to talk about my overall feelings of the collection first. One, I wasn't expecting it to be a collaboration, but that's cool. Secondly, when I saw it was Star Wars, I personally was really excited. And this is the thing, is I can see, you know, both sides of the coin here, where if you're like me and you like, now I wouldn't call me a fanatic Star Wars fan at all. I'm really not. And actually, I don't know if you could call me a Star Wars fan, because the older one, like the original Star Wars films, they're not my faves. I like, you know, the Anakin Skywalker ones and the newer ones and all that kind of stuff. But don't come for me. I'm sorry. It's just how I feel. But I do really like Star Wars. I like the nostalgia of it. My brother was obsessed with Star Wars growing up too, so it kind of reminds me of him a lot, and just, I don't know, I do really like Star Wars. So when I saw it was a Star Wars collab, I was kind of excited, and I was intrigued by it because I do love the franchise. And I'm not normally into a lot of nostalgia products when it comes to like makeup, but you can get me interested if I know it's good quality makeup with the collab, you know, like when Makeup Revolution and stuff do those collabs. I'm not going to do it just because it's like a gimmicky thing like that, but knowing that I love Pat McGrath Labs and she's kind of combining it with my love of Star Wars, well then I'm kind of here for it. However, I can see that if you are not a Star Wars fan, if you're just like, who asked for this, nobody cares about Star Wars, that you're just like, are you for real? Are you for real? So I think, because if you don't have that fondness or that nostalgia for whoever the collab is with, right? Like regardless, you're just going to be like, really? Like, ugh. And maybe you'll kind of pick it apart for the products themselves and move past the collab. But if you're already kind of on the back foot about the collab, and then you kind of look at the products and you're like a bit, buy them, then I can kind of see where there's a bit of disappointment, right? She has released the Mothership 6 Midnight Sun again in the limited edition Star Wars packaging. I've seen a lot of people are very, very upset that this is not a new Mothership. And also that I think the Mothership Midnight Sun, like in the original packaging right now, is on a discount. So like, why would you bother, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to. It's really like, you do you. It's your own opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. But Playing devil's advocate for those of you that I have seen some comments. Some people are outraged. I saw one comment where someone was insulted by this, and I was just kind of like, I mean, guys, feel how you want to feel. But let's also keep in mind it's just makeup and you don't have to buy it. But for those of you that maybe are seeing this going, why would you buy it not when it's already on discount? I already have it, like, and getting quite upset by that. One, I respect all your feelings around that, and very valid points. Why would you buy it again if you already own it? And why would you buy it in limited edition packaging if it was significantly discounted? Totally get that, except for the fact that you are missing the Star Wars fans aspect of that. And that doesn't mean that it has to be for you, but there are people out there, like instantly Angie Nyquist comes to mind, where she's a huge Star Wars lover. I actually haven't seen her thoughts on this collection, but I just instantly think of her. I know she's a Star Wars fanatic going, I want everything in this collection because I'm obsessed with Star Wars, and I will pay whatever I have to have this in my collection because of that nostalgia piece. And so if you're someone that wants that for that nostalgia piece, then I totally get it. Because even me, I have Midnight Sun, and I'm tempted to buy this at 215 Australian dollars for that packaging. And there are a lot of you out there that will just literally right now be thinking you are the most ludicrous person for saying that. And you are correct, I am ludicrous, but also we all have our thing, right? Some people collect Swarovski, some people collect mugs, some people collect comic books. And, you know, in those kinds of things, they might collect the things that they have nostalgia about in those particular products, whatever it may be, right? And so if you're a makeup lover, and especially if you're a makeup collector, then this might be something that you do want to collect for your collection and to have for nostalgic purposes. So, and for me, that is part of it. For me, I'm like, oh, just having this would be beautiful. It would be beautiful for me. But I'm not going to, because honestly, I just don't have the money to frivolously throw $215 as like that I already own. But if I didn't own it, 100% would I buy it? Or if I did have the money comfortably, would I probably rebuy it? Absolutely. Absolutely. But if you're one of those persons that's like, what the hell, then don't buy it. You're good and I can get it. We all kind of saw it. We all saw it was probably a mothership, and we all got very, very excited that it might be a new mothership. And let's face it, Pat McGrath Labs and her motherships is like, just, I don't know, like me loving chocolate every single day and not being able to put it down. Like, we just want more and more and more and more and more, right? And you just get so excited about what's the color story going to be? What's the special shades going to be like? And so I think that maybe the reaction has been a little bit more severe just because we did maybe get our hopes up with the fact that it was going to be something like a new mothership, which there's just nothing like that feeling of seeing and receiving a brand new mothership, right? So I get it. Let's talk about these quints. Okay. One thing I'm glad to see in this collection is that she hasn't jacked the prices up because it is a collab, because the quints are 60 Australian dollars and the holiday edition quints were 60 Australian dollars. So she could have, and I was expecting, because I knew the original quints, like not on sale, was 60 Australian dollars. I was expecting these to be like 70 or 80 because it was a collab. So I'm happy to see she has kept the pricing consistent. Now, I can't click into these to see swatches, although I find her swatches like computer generated and not actually what they look like anyway. But let's just look at the color stories based off of what we have here to look at. This is the Divine Droid one first up. I'm interested to see what this first goldy green shade, this looks like a green, it's probably just a champagne shade. It might not be though. Is it a gold shade or is it a green? If that's a green, I'm just gonna be so happy. I don't like the purple. That is a very me personal thing. I just don't wear those purples. I don't need the pink. I have a lot of pinks from Pat McGrath Labs. I wouldn't wear the blue, but I think the blue is pretty, and the bronze, I kind of get why it's in there. It's to kind of make the palette seem a little bit more wearable. I probably, instead of the purple, and maybe this is just the computer and maybe I'm seeing it as purple, but actually it is more of a deeper navy blue. I would have liked to have seen a deeper, more royal blue than a purple, because R2-D2 is not purple, he's blue. And so I get the lighter blue, but he's also a deeper blue. So I would have preferred that. And then I'm guessing this is already pink, but maybe it just looks a little bit more pink on the computer. I could be wrong about that. I really could be. It's hard to sometimes tell when you get them in person. They can be quite different. But I would have preferred to have seen a more of a true red because he has the red lighting on him. So yeah, I can see the inspiration, but also I would have made some tweaks. I think if you're going to do a Star Wars collab and specifically have palettes that are character themed, you really need to lean heavily into the theme of the character. And especially something like R2-D2 or a droid, like, and it's R2-D2 on the packaging, so clearly that's the inspiration there. Like, that color scheme is white, red, and blue, so you need to really lean heavily into that for me. Am I going to pick it up? I'm not sure yet, if I'm honest, because maybe I will, because usually like 10 minutes before launch or whatever, she launches her like multi-packs, and I presume that she will have like the 3 quints in a multi-pack, and if it's cheap enough, I might get it, but I'm also not sure. I really won't, I don't know. I don't think I'll get a lot of use out of this Droid one, and so what's the point? And I know you guys like to see it on review, but then how many of you guys are actually going to want to see this on review, given that it's a Star Wars collab? I'm not sure. This one, however, the Sith Seduction with Darth Vader on it. One, I just love Darth Vader. I love that voice. I don't know why, I just do. But I'm really into this one. This color story for me, I think they've really nailed it. So they have the typical champagne shade that she always has. She has like a bronzy shade, like a cool tone bronzy shade, which I'll get a lot of use out of. She has I think this is again to make it seem more wearable. This looks like it's an olivey green. Again, into it, my vibe. This is a red, I get it. It's the Sith side, they're red. Their lightsabers are red, makes complete sense to me. This looks like a navy blue to me, but I have a feeling it's going to be a black, which I wouldn't use, and I'd much rather a navy blue. But I can see how it needs to be like that sparkly kind of a black formula, because, or like charcoaly black almost with a slight deep blue to it, because that is like Darth Vader, right? Like his whole being is black. So I also get that. I much prefer the color story of the Sith Seduction palette than I do the Divine Droid. The Divine Droid is a bit colorful for me. It reminds me of the shades in the current holiday palette that she just released, Celestial Nirvana, and I just don't need it. I really don't. I never reach for Celestial Nirvana. Then we have the golden one, which again, I mean, I love C-3PO. He is awesome. One of the best characters of all time. But you know, I'm not a gold lover. This looks so warm leaning. It has another champagne shade. It has a gold. It has a bronze. Like, good Lord. I just don't need these shades. And I'm probably not enough of a Star Wars fan to really justify it. Do you know what I mean? In fact, as I'm even talking about this, I really don't even know if I will pick up any of these. And if I do, it'll probably just be the Sith Seduction. I really think that might be it, because I've just got eyeshadow palette after eyeshadow palette right now. I've got so many beautiful shadows in my collection that I really want to show a lot of love and attention to. Do I really want to be bringing in palettes that I'm not going to use, even if it is just for my channel and for a review's sake? I think I probably don't want to do that right now. Not for something that I really don't need from Pat, and I really do have these. I feel like I have a lot of these shades, you know what I mean? I'd actually rather not get the 3 quints almost and pick up the Midnight Sun if I was going to spend that money, because I'd rather the packaging of the Midnight Sun, and I know that I'll use Midnight Sun, you know what I mean? So we'll see if I pick those up. I might have a weak moment. Actually, can you just do me a favor, pretty please, if you're watching this? If you want to see the quints in a review, let me know. And don't bless your little hearts. You're always like, when I ask this, only if you want to. Let me know. Like, do you actually really, really want to see these in a review? Or are you like, absolutely just pass, don't care whatsoever? Because if enough of you genuinely want to see them in a review, that's when I'm happy to pick it up, when I'm on the fence about something. But if I'm on the fence and then you guys are like, we're also on the fence and don't really care, then it's easy for me to skip. Then we have the Chroma Luxe Artistry Pigments. So we have 4 shades: Smuggler's Spice, which is a metallic rose with golden peach iridescent; Extra Galactic Gold, which is a metallic antiqued molten gold; Rouge Rebellion, metallic crimson with magenta undertones; and then Falcon Noir, metallic anthracite with blue undertones. I will probably pick up Falcon Noir. That's kind of my shade. I'm vibing with that. and maybe Smuggler's Spice. I actually like all 4 of them. I just wouldn't wear Rouge Rebellion. I don't really wear a lot of like reddy, crimson-y tone shades, so I won't pick up that one unless it was like bundled together for a really good price. But I think I might even just pick up maybe one of these and maybe Smuggler's Spice, because I actually don't have like a cream shadow like that. So if I was going to pick up anything, it would be something like that. I'm interested to just try the formula of Pat's cream shadows because it's a new product for her, like from her, and whenever she releases a new product, I do like to pick up at least one of the shades so that I can try it out for myself and compare it to other brands in the market. So I probably will actually pick up one of those. Then she has her Liquilas. These actually look like, oh, there's the Cool Mauve Rose, the Dirty Vermilion, so they just look like the normal shades, and then she's got one that's the metallic one. Oh no, they're all 3, sorry, apologies, all 3 metallic ones. I'm not going to pick up any of those. I don't even know why we're still doing metallic liquid lips, if I'm honest. Then she has her glosses. I mean, her gloss, a lot of people love her gloss formula. I actually personally don't really like her gloss formula. It's okay, but it's not enough for me to pick one up. Same with her mascaras. I mean, I'm not picking up a coloured mascara. I don't know if that was a smart business decision from her. Bringing out a coloured mascara, but you know, she needs to do what she needs to do. And I'm not going to pick up the Extreme Black one. I have so many mascaras. So that's kind of all my thoughts around this launch. Do I wish it was something different? Yes. I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan. I appreciate it all, and I appreciate the artistry behind it, but nothing in this launch really draws me in. Nothing in this launch, apart from the packaging, which, I mean, when you have as much makeup as I do, and as much beautiful packaging as I do, is it enough for me to pick it up? I don't know yet. Probably not. Because the actual products themselves are not exciting enough or thrilling enough for me right now to even get excited about. Like, the fact that I'm even here with a Pat McGrath launch being like, oh, do I pick it up or not? That tells you a lot, because if you found my channel, you most likely found it through my Pat McGrath Labs videos. You know I love and adore her brand. But I do have to admit, the releases, some of these releases that she's been doing, I'm like, And this one, again, Star Wars fans, get it. You are gonna love it. But outside of that, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be shopping this one, you guys, unless a lot of you really, really want me to. Okay, let me know your thoughts. Let's keep it civil. I know that a lot of people feel, I've seen some heated comments on others' channels and posts and stuff, so let's keep it civil. We can all have different opinions, but we can keep it adult and friendly with each other. We don't need to like come for anybody or whatever. But let me know your thoughts down below. I mean, we don't all have to like it or agree, that's fine, but let's just keep it civil. But let me know your thoughts down below. I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about this one. If you're watching till this point, you're an absolute legend. Thank you so, so much. If you're here or till this point, I should say, please make sure you give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps my channel out so much and I truly appreciate it. Other than that, I hope you have the most amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time.